Feminism means to me equal opportunities in the workplace, equal rights in social situations, just generally ladies and women getting the same speech as what men get at the moment.
What has been the turning point for female empowerment in the last 20 years?
The turning point in female empowerment, I'd have to say, would be big girl groups, solo artists, girl power like Spice Girls back in the 90s, 1997, Brit Performance. They promoted modern feminism. They were a big group that stood for quite a lot, and they did quite a lot in such a short period of time. I think at the end of the day with gender equality, it's pros and cons for both parties. Like, females get cheaper car insurance. Obviously in the workplace they are deemed a bit lower than men normally. People do abuse women that are driving generally because they say, oh, female drivers are not as good as men, should we say. It's just a roundabout. Women have got better rights in situations like maternity leave, where paternity leave is only 2 weeks. So it's like scales. There's got to be an equal balance for it, really.
I refuse to accept any misogynistic and homophobic behavior in music, lyrics, or actions in the music industry.
Like the LGBT, which Gaga is a big fan of at the moment and always has been, then it's always getting the word out, it's always good. But then you've got the other bits where it's not as good, where people are relaying messages that aren't as positive, they're more of a negative. Favourite female icon would be Marilyn Monroe. She did do a lot in the 50s, she was a Hollywood starlet, she was really famous, she did a lot of films, she had a lot of friends that were in power, like the president. Out of the two performers, Kesha and Gaga, Gaga's probably my favourite. I have been to see her. She does stand for quite a lot. She is outspoken within certain areas. She does stand up for communities that aren't as well heard as others. Whereas for Kesha, she's not a favourite of mine, but I do see where she comes from with some valid points that she makes. I think it's important for female role models for young girls, like the teenagers, like 13, 14-year-olds who see them in magazines. There is the negative side of that, where obviously Photoshop is involved and a lot of celebrities are thinned out, body parts are made a bit bigger, and it does sort of sometimes make girls feel a bit rubbish in themselves. But as female icons go, they are there for a reason, and they do pave the way and prove that girls can make it. I do think men should do more to promote feminism and equality, because they are more of a voice that's heard in society.
A new research project will allow 14 to 16-year-old students to start the school day later at 10 AM instead of 9 AM. The study aims to investigate ways neuroscience may improve teaching, learning and exam results in the UK. Colin Espy, a professor of sleep medicine at Oxford University, says an extra hour of sleep will actually improve learning, performance and qualifications. The pilot study was conducted in 2010 and showed that GCSE results at Monks Eton School vastly improved from 34% of students scoring A star to C grades to 53%. The conductor of the study, Dr. Paul Kelly, said, "I should have done it earlier. Nothing that I have ever done in my teaching made such a difference." If you have any opinions on this, please feel free to comment on our website, Facebook and Twitter. Back to you in the studio.